Yes, today's session we're looking at the issues pertaining to team building. So when we talk about team building, what are we talking about? I think this is one of the most important things that we need to be able to appreciate. And what's the purpose of the team building, for example, and why should organizations do team building? And yeah, that's the most important thing. So when you talk about team building, what we're trying to say, we're trying to bring the organization together so that they're able to understand what's the vision, the mission of the organization. Because most important thing is what you need to appreciate is whenever you have got an organization, people don't tend to understand what is the mission, what is the vision, what are the values of the organization. But each and every team, we look at even team like Manchester United, for example. You look at team like Chelsea, for example. You look at even Bullets, for example, in Malawi. It could be Orlando Pirates in South Africa. Could be Zanaco, for example, in Zambia. Could be Enyimba in Nigeria. Yeah, could be TP Mazembe in DRC, even in another country. Yeah, Spain, Madrid, whatever. So you'll find that whenever you are in Portugal, there might be Sporting Lisbon. In Italy, could be AC Milan. In France, could be Monaco. So in every team, you might find that they have got a certain style of play that they play, regardless of whether changing managers. There's a style of play that they play. Yeah, because of the values. Because each and every coach, when he has joined the coach, is able to borrow from the philosophy that the players are used to, and that tended to transform the way they're able to be shown maybe the videos how other players were playing and all that. So that's this kind of style of play that they're able to use and be able to achieve whatever they want to achieve at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, we should appreciate as a team we are there to achieve a certain mission. As an organization, we're there to achieve a certain mission. So the purpose of the team building is to ensure that these employees are able to understand that they are there to achieve a certain mission. They are there to achieve a certain objective. And why are they there in their positions? In a football team, for example, you have strikers, you have midfielders, you have defenders, goalkeeper. Each and everyone has got its own role. But at the end of the day, each and every player tends to contribute towards the achievement of the of the organization of the team, which is to win games. Could be netball, we have goal shooter, goal defender, goal attacker, center. But even in netball, it's peculiar to say it's well known that you find each and every player cannot play on different positions. You are limited on your movements. But at the end of the day, you are sure that if I pass on the ball to him, it's a conveyor system. If you pass the ball to another person, we'll be able to achieve whatever we want to achieve. If he scores, if she scores, we have won the game. So what is important for us to appreciate is to say, what is the role of each and every person? And where does one job start and where does one job end? So that's the kind of importance of teamwork. You're able to share. Someone can be resting while another person is working. You see in football, when the boys in front, you might find the defenders are relaxing. When the boys at defense, you might find the strikers are relaxing. That's how football is played. And at the end of the day, whenever you have got a team building, for example, you want to understand to say whatever, whether through games, whether through activities, whether through presentations, you want to understand how kind of trust that the employees have on each other, for example. What kind of trust do they trust each other, for example? Not an organization where someone is talking bad about this one, someone is talking bad about that one. You see, in football, they will discipline each other if someone is against the norms of the organization. The manager or the coach is able to remove that kind of a person. This is also what has to happen in teams, in organizations, to say if you are moving away from the values, the norms of the organization, that's why there is disciplinary actions. Those people are moved out of the organization. And also the other thing that we need to appreciate is whenever we're working in organization, we are complements and not competitors. You find you cannot buy stock if you have not bought maybe bread or buns. You might need stock when you have got the peanut butter. So these are like complements. They have to go together. Bread and maybe donuts or buns could be substitutes, for example. So this one can come in after this one can pray the same responsibility, can pray things in the same way, or can provide the service in the same way. At the end of the day, is to fulfill the stomach. So both buns and bread can do the job. So even in organization, you should be able to value each other to say, if he's not around, I will be able to do the job. So that's about teamwork. So we should be as complementaries, not competitors. Whenever you're in a team, there are a lot of emotions involved. How do you manage emotions? Maybe someone is not delivering, someone is having a bad attitude and all that. The source of emotions tend to come from a lot of places, issues of stress. There are a lot of things. So whenever you're doing your team building, how do you manage issues? When you're preparing the games, when you're playing whatever, how do you manage issues related to stress, for example? As an organization, change. There are a lot of changes that tend to happen within an organization. So how do you manage change as a organization? So as a team, how are you able to manage change? Change, we say, is inevitable. There's a change, a lot of change in terms of technology, in terms of many other things that are changing in this world. The new employees are coming into the organizations. We call them millennials and all those things. Their beliefs, their values, their culture is different from other people. That's about also diversity. That's how diverse we are. So how do you manage that? How do you reach the social cohesion as a team? Team cohesion, how to achieve that? To ensure that the objectives of the organization are not suffering within the organization. There's also another problem that tends to happen within an organization. How do you able to manage the group think? So in a team, you might find because you are not you're not exercising that light of diversity to say if people are different and all that, you might be different in beliefs and values and all that, the line of thinking is different. But you might find some organizations, there's a lot of threatening to an extent that nobody can talk about. So maybe you're coming from people who are of the same culture and all that, you can't even question each other and all that. Sometimes conflict management is necessary in teams. So these people, when you're doing the team building, people have to appreciate to say why conflict management is even good. So when you're playing games, you're able to quarrel each other to say, no, this game we couldn't play, how many people would have done this, would have won and all that. But at the end of the day, how do you manage your conflict? You need differences in opinion, difference in line of thinking, different in strategies, but at the end of the day, you need to agree. So that's what I'm talking about team cohesion and group thinking, to say whenever you have people of one mind, you might find that you are not able to question each other. In the end, you go to the dungeon together. You don't achieve the objectives because you can't be able to question each other. So it's always important. There's a form of conflict which is very, very important. You should be able to disagree. You agree to disagree and you also be able to move forward. And you agree for the sake of team cohesion. But at the end of the day, the views should be observed also for other people. And at the end of the day, what should drive us to achieve whatever we want to achieve? We should be driven by the mission of the organization. So we should promote the interests of the organization. So whenever we are under team building, we should be able to say our mission, whatever game we are playing, is to win or to get this. But at the end of the day, we should be able to promote the interests of the organization. The organization has got a mission, it has got a strategic plan. Whatever we are doing, we can quarrel whatever, but at the end of the day, are we delivering on the mission, on the vision, on the KPIs that we had agreed? Are we able to assess each other on the KPIs, for example? You play in a game, in a team building, for example. You play in a game, could be solitaire or in another game. But at the end of the day, you should be able to ask yourself, like a Circles and whatever game, but have we achieved the objective, the mission of the organization or of this game? As a team, what was our mission? So what I'm trying to say is through the strategic plan, you should be able to look at the strategic plan as a guiding tool for you to achieve whatever you do. So it should be the unifier of you. So you have your KPIs from the strategic plan. How do you assess quarterly? Third, have you been able to, you should be able to question each other. Have you been able to achieve this? Even football team, they're going to agree in the first 15 minutes we should be able to score a goal. Have they scored the goal? In the next 15 minutes we should be able to do this. We should defend. Have they defended? So through the games and the presentation, we should be able to appreciate, to say, this is how we should be able to manage our team. And as a team, we should be able to win. But at the end of the day, you should go back to your organization and say, no, I think we have learned two or three things. Well, the importance of teamwork and why the lack of teamwork can cause deficiencies within an organization. So be mindful of the fact that any change that is going not to be to the advantage of the organization is going to bring suffocation to the organization operations. So this is what we need to be able to appreciate. Team building is not just about playing games and all that, but at the end of the day, you should be able to learn from the different games that you are playing. Some people call it a retreat and whatever, but a retreat is just like where you have gone there somewhere. Now maybe you want to have an environment which is outside work, for example. You just want to experience that. But within the retreat, you might have some kind of a team building, which is going to make sure that you are able to work as a team, as a unit, to achieve whatever objectives you have, to achieve whatever mission the organization has. In the end, you're able to achieve together as a team. That's what is very, very important. You might find that that edge that you have whether you're playing social football, but in any game, you are like you want to win. And that kind of winning is what you need. Even in your family, you might have a team building. You might need to work as a team to achieve whatever you want to achieve at the end of the day. At church, you might need to work as a team. If you're not working as a team, you won't achieve anything. So that's the sole purpose of team building. If you're looking for more team buildings, if you're looking for team buildings, don't hesitate to contact Change Consult Group at CCG at changeconsult.org. CCG at changeconsult.org. You'll be able to be helped. Or you can call 999 38 666. 999 38 6677. 999 38 6677. And you'll be transformed. You'll be able to manage conflicts better. You'll be able to manage diversity of the different employees. You'll be able to manage the emotions, the stress of different employees. You should be able to manage the trust that people have. You should be able to manage the team cohesion within the organization. I hope you have enjoyed the video. Subscribe to this, tell more to subscribe to this YouTube channel. Thank you.